So yeah, no wig, no chain. Not feeling Jerome right now.
Loser.
Not feeling Jerome right
Loser.
now. Not feeling
Oh,
Jerome.
no. You can't switch up now that you don't like the character. You got to commit. You got to
What?
commit. You
What?
took the role.
Nah, bro.
You
I'm
took the
not. I'm
role.
not
Now you
feeling
need to
Jerome right
commit.
now.
Need to see it through.
No, I don't.
Got to see it through. So what
No.
that mean? You a op? Just a op, bro.
I can't. I can't play Jerome, but actually be on Franklin's side. That playing both sides shit. That's that shit I don't like.
Show you can, nigga. Just do it.
Yo. All right. Anyway. All right. So I think we. I don't know how many we got right now. It don't show me what's going on. I know we got Polo Boy in the building, so I'm ready to start when you are.
I'm good. Good to go.
Are we starting with Snowfall like we always do, or you want to switch it up this time?
Sure.
Snowfall. All right. Snowfall, Season 6, Episode 4, Projects Boy. Veronique and her scamming ass mama is on a play. They got a guy from King Independent Financial Services, a place that I had never heard of, meeting with the mama so that she can keep him out of the office while the secretary steals documents and gets them over to V. The guy dips out on Veronique's mama early and heads back, but not before V employs some quick thinking and ties him up while the secretary fumbles the keys like 15 times. That shit pissed me off.
First of all, when Dave first was in the back of that car taking pictures of them documents and stuff, I thought that was the beginning of her collecting information on Franklin. I was like, they're right. They knew it all along. She's a op. She's a fed. She's a fed. She works for the FBI. But then I kept watching and I was like, oh no, this is a scam. This is what they do. This is their talent.
Yeah.
And then the lady dropping the keys was a little extra. That was a little extra.
Like, a little extra. That was super extra. She was wilding.
I need you to get a move on.
Like, your job depends on this, and probably your good livelihood. Stop dropping the keys.
Jesus.
Seems they got information, but Franklin doesn't seem too happy with the info after spending 3 weeks on this. They spent 3 weeks, and they find out that Teddy was behind the transfers.
All right. We found out that the only person that knows where your money is Teddy. I'd have been pissed the fuck off too. I'd be like, I'm sorry, what? What you just tell me? Huh? You said, who got my money? I'm going to jump all over you. What's wrong with you? We all knew that. We knew that before I didn't put together this whole scam. You ought to find this dude. Facts. I'd have been mad too.
Yeah. Mad as hell. 3 weeks on this?
Not to mention, he's in constant anxiety because he entrusted his money to a lifelong scammer. Left her own child in a jail in Cape Town.
A family of scammers.
Like left her in jail as an adolescent.
Yeah.
Off of a play.
Yeah.
You think she won't rob your black ass? And that's what he's thinking the whole time. Like, hey, yo, I know exactly how grimy you are. So if you did that to your own blood, your own daughter, that can't, your flesh of your flesh.
You can't trust that.
Yeah, fam.
You can't trust that.
You can talk all about, I want to be the sweet grandmama all you want. But I know you. I see you.
The scamming is in your blood.
His anxiety is high around this whole situation right now.
Nathan Moore says Franklin is spiraling. Absolutely. But he's got good reason to. All right. Lee is in the projects, and he hears arguing, helicopters. He sees that a light's been shot out on the ground. His homeboy's missing school, his homeboy Einstein, and he doesn't even know if he wants to go to college.
Yeah, he done turned into a whole loser with Lee gone. Like his damn motivation for life just went right. It went right on the plane with Leon.
Yeah.
As soon as he went to Africa, he was on his. Well, I guess I could just sell these drugs for the rest of my life. Like, yo, what? What happened? You had so much promise.
No, not anymore.
All of a sudden, he come talking about, I don't know if I want. Like, I don't know if I like that for his character. That, like, he's not a true intellectual. He just happens to be good at math. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like he has to learn all this extra stuff. He can't fill out a college application. I like math. I don't like writing. Math good. Writing bad. Leon show Poindexter writing.
Einstein.
Yo, fam, I'm feeling like, yo, bruh, this man basically running the finances for your entire operation. He's smarter than that. Like, he knows why he should want to go to college. He knows how to fill out an application. If he's thinking about not going, it should be a little bit more complicated than learning hard and math easy. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they way oversimplified that. I get it. They were trying to match it with the theme of like the projects going to shit once Leon left.
Yeah, and he's a product of his
For
environment.
Yeah, but at the same time, even in those situations, you have people who rise above that, regardless of who's around to give them a helping hand or encourage them to do it. And it's usually people who show talent the way Homeboy does.
Mm-hmm.
Right? There are plenty of people with talent who fail in the hood, but it's also the ones who make it out usually have something to pull on. So like I didn't feel like it was necessary to make him such a bewildered person to the point where he was considered staying.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Polo Boy says he thinks that smart dude's gonna die for Leon's motivation. I think Wanda's gonna die for his motivation, but that's just me. That's just me. All right.
Should have stayed in Uganda, bro.
Ghana.
I was Ghana, wasn't it? Okay, yeah. Anyway, either way,
In
you
Africa.
should have stayed
in Africa.
Yeah.
Anyway, KGB man is in a hotel with another man, so bro is gay, I guess. Can't say I'm super surprised about it though.
The mustache.
He gave off the vibes. Definitely gave off the vibes.
Bleach wash jeans. It was very what's dude's name? Very Freddie Mercury of him.
Yeah. Yep. 6L.
Very YMCA.
6L says Unc is dying for show. Oh no, man.
Oh, he gotta get got. He done went full heel over here messing around with Louis. He has to get his.
Can he redeem himself at any level?
If he can get Louis out the way.
So he has to kill Louis for his redemption.
You want to clean all this up? Why don't you dead this? You're not gonna be able to touch Franklin. You're not gonna be able to get Louis to stop because the minute you assert yourself, she's gonna try to cuck you. So, what's the only thing that you could possibly do to get this out of here? You gotta pull a Scully. Either give her up or handle it yourself. But you might have to pull a Scully, fam, because she's raging. She's out of control.
Yeah, for sure.
She done got this thing in a disarray. So now, not only are you worried about Franklin, but now you worry about Franklin and Kane.
Yeah.
It's like you got all of this going on, and it's all at the back of Louis' ambition. Louis wanted to be big dog. Louis wanted to have control. And you know what? I seen a video. I would shout the creator out if I remembered. We might have to talk about it on a pod. But they were talking about some of the reasons why that may be and going back into the early seasons to figure out how we got here with Louis. You got to think, before Louis got with Jerome, she was turning tricks.
Mm-hmm.
And then she was with Jerome, and then her situation with Jerome got a little sketchy, and then she was back with Paula. And then when she was with Paula, and Paula had seen that she had a little bit for herself when she had first started working for Franklin, she was constantly trying to use that over her, constantly trying to reassert, like, oh, what you think you the shit now, like trying to put her back in her place.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't until after she killed Claudia that she started taking ownership over her own shit, like not trying to be a team player anymore, wanting to be a boss. And it's all off the heels of her not having any control over her life in the beginning before Jerome, and then almost losing it again in the midst of her trying to make her climb with Claudia again. So like she's just like, yeah, and then she gets shot from Franklin, messing around with Franklin, being one of his distributors. So it's just a lot that have led to Louis wanting to be her own person. The stuff where I'm still lost on is where the choice to stand in pure opposition of Franklin for no other reason than making yourself your own boss. Oh, it's not personal, it's business. but you're working with my op. So that's very personal.
Yeah.
And the only reason why she chose to do that is because it put her in a better financial position to be on her own. And it didn't really have anything to do with anything really to what was going to make her safe long term. She's not considering that. She just wants to feel like she's the boss.
Right.
She wants to feel protected. She wants to have that shroud of security.
She's ambitious
of not having
beyond
a direct
her means.
boss. Yeah.
And beyond her own skills and abilities.
She doesn't want a direct handler. And when Franklin got shot by Mel and he was in rehab, when they was running things with Reed kind of placated her. He treated her like an equal. You know what I mean? Because he knows I have to keep it going right now while Saint recovers. And then how does it benefit me to start grooming her? I work with Saint. So when Saint comes back, it's going to be him. But she's thinking, oh, well, everything went fine when it was just me and Reed. Ain't nobody get shot. I didn't get shot. Mm-hmm. We wasn't in no wars. Everything was fine when it was just me and Reed. Yeah. So really, I guess the problem is just Franklin. It's just kind of this weird deductive reasoning that she then got into based off her experiences. It still doesn't land me at, okay, yeah, $20,000 on my nephew's head. It doesn't land me there. I still feel like that's a sharper turn than what I felt like was natural, but it makes a little bit more sense when you put the early seasons into context.
You watching too many Mark Dark videos. Anyway, all right.
I don't know if it was Mark Dark. I would have remembered if that was his channel, but it was somebody.
6L also says that Unc is dying in the next 3 episodes, which I ain't jacking it.
We don't have that much time, so you have to. You have to get it.
3 episodes? Nah. Unc is staying until episode 10, and if he dies in episode 10, I can see that. Or I'll give leeway. I'll give leeway to 9.
One of them is going to die early.
Oh, I can see that.
So if it's not Unc, it's Louis. And if
you think one of them?
Hallelujah.
You think one of them is dying early? Yeah, Jerome or Louis?
Louis or Jerome is going to die early.
I don't know that, man.
They're going to get caught early.
I don't know that, man.
Because, man, you accept it for Leon and Wanda. You don't think they're going to wait till the last episode to kill one of them? Why the hell? What makes their couple so special?
Because at least
they get this work too.
At least in that case, it gives Leon motivation to rise in the projects, because it's probably going to be Big Dion that does it. And as we can see, their position their shit already escalated.
With Louis and Jerome, one of them dying is going to push this conflict with Franklin to a head. Right now, they're just going back at each other, shooting at each other, and that could go on. That's redundant. That could go on until episode 10. I don't feel like that's what they're doing. I feel like at one point, somebody, honestly, I could see it being Sissy too.
You know what?
I can see it being Sissy, but out of Jerome, Louis, and then somebody close to Franklin is going to get hit to bring this thing to a head. Okay, we're not doing this no more. I'm about to find you, and either I'm going to kill you or you going to kill me. That's the point that they're going to get to.
Now, you know what? I'm just now realizing we're on episode 4, and there are only 6 episodes left. I'll give it 4 episodes. Within the next 4 episodes. It'll happen because you know how Snowfall likes to go in on 8, 9, and 10.
One of them catches a bullet, and because you're not about to. This is the last.
Somebody will catch a bullet for sure.
This is last.
I don't know that it'll be Jerome or Louis.
Gas. We're all gas, no breaks. We don't have any time to be slow. This is it.
Right.
This is it. So you're going to get something that gut punches you a lot earlier than what happens in the last 2 episodes.
Okay, so then that being Wanda or Leon's death, because nobody wants to see either one of those.
Yeah, but it's kind of obvious at this point, right? I mean, that one feels more obvious. It's not a gut punch if you've seen it happening for 2 seasons now.
All right. Nathan Moore seems to think that Leon dies and Wanda goes back to drugs. I can actually see that as well. I can see that.
If Leon dies, yeah, she's definitely going back to the rock.
For sure.
Definitely. My question is, why the fuck are they staying in the projects? Like, you can't stay somewhere else and then go back to the projects every day. Hey fam, if you are going back and forth between Ghana And in LA, like at your leisure, you got a little bit more money. You could stay somewhere other than the Jets, man.
But what else do they? Okay, fair enough.
Like you definitely didn't have to walk back in here and stay in somebody's apartment. That's all I'm saying.
Or in the projects.
At all.
All right. 6L says Frank going to take out Teddy's pops, which we will talk about that here in we'll talk about that for the next episode. All right.
Is Teddy gonna care though? Is he gonna give it to him? Like, is he gonna give him his money back if he threatens his dad?
He shouldn't.
I don't think he would.
No, it might pull at his strings a little bit, but ultimately, his dad is already fucking done with him. So like,
thank you. I was about to say, based off their last conversation, is really gonna give a damn if Franklin is like, hey yo, I got your pops. He need to get Parissa.
That's why
he need to get his hands
That's why we will talk about this in a second. All right. Let's see. Nathan also says if Louis dies, Franklin dies too. I'm convinced Franklin's not dying. Franklin
is freeway. We know Franklin doesn't die.
Franklin will experience heartache because he won't get the family that he's fighting for.
Yeah, it's probably going to be dealing with Veronique and her mom and the baby in some way or shape or form. I keep hanging on to the idea that we actually did see this baby on the ultrasound, so we know the baby exists. And that's the one thing that keeps me from thinking like, damn, she's about to run out on me. Yeah, because I'm like, hey, yo, the whole thing is a long play, right? But we actually saw the baby in her stomach. So I'm hopeful for my boy Franklin. We know his line probably ends in jail for some determinate amount of time.
Yeah.
If we're still doing the loosely based on Freeway Rick Ross life thing, then he gets caught up.
Unless FX decided to just go a completely different route. Since John Singleton isn't here anymore. RIP.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe.
All right. A girl is passed out and some idiot spray paint all over her, and Wanda realizes she is in hell.
Hey, yo. Niggas are doing jackass shit in the early 90s. See, they always stole stuff from black people. We was doing jackass stuff in the projects back in the 90s before Steve-O was born.
Facts.
That was crazy as hell. That was crazy.
As fuck. She is still alive, and you are spray painting her until she dies. Relax. Tony Robinson, what up, my guy? All right.
What up, Tony?
Veronique is upset at Franklin for snapping. Franklin wants to be there with them to ensure that they're doing their job and not stealing his fucking money.
I would have wanted to go too. I'm like, hey man, I don't trust nothing about your mama talking about she was about to walk. The fuck she was. Hey, if you was about to come into $7.5 million, you can cuss me all the hell you want. Cuss me every day if you want to, as long as you're still paying me.
Facts.
Talking about she almost walked. Oh, see, that makes me more suspicious of your ass. You up here trying to feed me this story about it was almost over with. She almost left. She almost said no to the $7 million.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, all right.
Tony Robinson said, just got back from the grocery store and my jacket is wetter than Steve Harvey's bottom lip. Yeah. You. Hell no.
That's nuts.
Oh, shit. All right. Franklin pulls up on Kane, who is moving along pretty well with his physical therapy. He's already fucking walking. Franklin wants to see Bro's cookhouses because Kane's processes seem to have some sort of delay. Kane gives him some shit, but eventually agrees because he knows there's something going on.
Man, he there because he can't be over Veronique's shoulder, so he needs something else to do with his time.
I mean, but the money is slowing up.
I will go to the cookhouse and cook myself and mint it.
Facts.
Nigga, I will stink up this Armani to go make this work.
Man, what? Of course. KGB man's boss and I think he met up with his boss is what I meant to say, and they went to make a move on Teddy after their last mistake. KGB man wants to move away from Sissy and Franklin and push on Gustavo, aka Oso, who already has his own current shadow on his ass. So like, now we're gonna have KGB and DEA on his ass. Okay.
Yeah, they put my boy Oso in a vice.
Yeah.
He ain't got nowhere to go. He about to lose his mind. He looking over his shoulder. He looking at every person he see like, Are you DEA? Are you KGB? You with weed or you CIA? What do they
Yikes. Yikes.
Yeah, no, he tripping out right now. I could just imagine like having CIA, DEA, and KGB all pulling you in different directions, and you can't tell nobody for real. Well, he's been telling the DEA what's going on with the CIA, but the other two, he's just like, hey, fuck.
Yeah. And it's
So what's the
ruining
most
his
viable
life.
option? Do I play state witness and go WITSEC with the DEA? Do I throw my lot in with Reed and for better or worse just stick it out with him? Do I throw my lot in with the damn Russians? You know what I'm saying? And try to get some money and some fake papers and make it on my own?
Sheesh. Decisions.
Options, yeah.
All right. Parissa has clearly been pondering about her own traumatic event. Teddy wants Homegirl to move in with him, and she accuses him of using the KGB as an excuse and promptly declines because he's got his own shit to worry about. Speaking of which, Teddy has two options: shut down his entire operation or dip out the country with 70 plus million. Teddy then asks if she'll go with him if he flees the country, and she says, and I quote, "Fam, get a fucking plan together. Make that shit happen, and then I'll think about it."
That's not what she said.
She said that verbatim.
She didn't say that.
She did.
There was a point though in what he was saying about what he would have to do, what his options were, and his exact words were carterize the operation.
Yeah.
To what degree? So, I mean, I guess obviously Louis would be number one because she's the last person, or excuse me, Franklin, then Louis, because those would be the two distributors that can verify what was going on here and who it was being done by. So, obviously, they got to go. Jerome has to go. Sissy has to go.
Sure.
You gonna kill Oso? Oso he is not a part of this operation in any official capacity. He's been your lackey. You have never officially got him under the umbrella with the CIA. You yourself are not officially under the CIA umbrella.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, are you going to kill Oso?
I say no. He's not going to kill Oso for the simple fact that he has a soft place in his heart for a family and knows Oso has a whole fucking family.
What if he finds out he's talking to the DEA?
Well, then at that point, he got to do what he's got to do, you know? He's got a job to do.
Because I'm thinking about that. I'm like, damn, how many people would he have to kill to carterize the operation to make sure it couldn't lead back to him?
Every fucking body.
Louis, Jerome,
everybody.
Franklin, and Oso. And if he got through that list without anybody capping his ass, I would be so disappointed. Oh, so disappointed.
Yeah. Yeah, because everybody
should tell Franklin that bro is not a legit cop anymore is what he should do. Because I think he would find a way to go after him a little bit more aggressively.
Yeah, but who would know that? Who would know that to tell Franklin?
Yeah, you're right. Well, also now.
Yeah. Ange Holloway from left field wants to ask, who is more beautiful, Ashanti or Alicia Keys? Hard choice. Both women are beautiful. The answer is Ashanti, but...
I was going to say Ashanti.
Okay, all right. I didn't know if you were going to answer. But yes, the answer is Ashanti. All right. Sissy notices someone in her crib and pulls out the fire. Wanda walks out and Sissy almost has a heart attack. Turns out Wanda just wanted to get some of her shit. Wanda then admits to Sissy that she's struggling with the projects because there's so much rock around. Sissy was
like, Wanda, you back on that shit? You still on the game?
Sissy advises her to find something that's bigger than herself and stay busy with it.
Yeah, okay. Y'all better check up on Wanda. You about to crack.
She is already going through it.
Literally about to crack. About to crack out.
Facts.
She said it's everywhere in the jets. It's on me. It's on me, Miss Saint. It's on my back.
All right. Franklin pulls up at the cookhouse. He accuses niggas of just playing. A little nigga tests Franklin's gangster and even calls him out by his government. Franklin then puts that nigga's grill on a grill like ballpark Franks, kicks everybody out, but then one guy comes back to work.
Most confusing part of this episode. I'm like, if this would have happened in season 1 or 2, yeah, who the fuck this skinny nigga? Who is this?
Sure.
Bam, you in the cook spot for you're in the cook spot for
Kane.
what's dude's name?
Kane.
For Kane. Okay, everything that has just happened with Kane, him getting shot, him helping try to go after Louis and Jerome, you know exactly who this man is.
He admitted to knowing who he was.
Yeah, I know who you are. You don't give a damn. Who the fuck?
Yeah, he deserved that.
So you're Frogger. You like playing in traffic. You a traffic.
You like playing with your life.
Yeah, that's because that's the only way that makes sense. Yeah, I'm a not so smart nigga, and I like to play with my life because you would never talk to Kane like that. You never talk to Kane like that. So what makes you think you can pop fly to a nigga that Kane sent over there to you? Most confusing part of this episode. I was like, where is this going?
Oh, it went somewhere.
Season 1 Franklin? Oh yeah, cool. Yeah. It was niggas talking shit. Bruh, he opened up a development project downtown and he's a dope dealer. What are you talking about?
Facts. Polo Boy said Big Saint, not the little one. This colder.
It was the wrong Saint he was trying.
This colder than when he pistol whipped one dude in front of the crew in season 2. Oh, absolutely. Oh, I do remember that.
Or when he shot homeboy in the warehouse when he first pulled everybody together.
Yeah, I think that's what he's talking about.
Like if that's when that happened, okay. If it happened around that era, yeah, he don't got his name out,
sure.
bruh.
Nah, bruh.
You type of nigga to talk shit to Pablo Escobar, huh?
Facts. He said, "Cook that nigga." I was like, "Oh shit." All right, I see.
Ain't nobody better talk about my cook spot.
I'm like, oh, all right, I see what we talking about, Frank.
Hey, do it with the water. Okay.
All right. Einstein explains that he's interested in going to college to Big Dion. And of course, Dion tells him to chill out on all that and then pays him extra, basically to stay in the hood with him.
Hey, you could just see this slow nigga's brains twirling. Like, he seen the application. He started talking to him about it. Like, man, you do all this shit around here. You fill out them tax forms. You count our money. Oh, shit. Hey, bro, fuck that college shit. You just gonna go in there and have them tell you shit that you already know, bro. Here goes some money. Stay here.
Whew. Yeah, that's a fact.
Because I don't know shit about shit. I don't know anything.
That man is your entire business right there. Aside from the salespeople, he is your entire business.
And so if we were going to do the injustice of making him a simple Negro and not understand why he needs to get out of there, I guess his conversation with Big D kind of pushes him closer to Leon's side, and he eventually goes over there and tries to get right. I just didn't like the everybody in the hood doesn't want to stay there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like Lee ain't the only one in that neighborhood that can do some right and move out of there. That is where I thought we were focusing on that character, and they kind of just made him typical in that way.
Yeah, for sure. But he's a young kid, so I mean,
sure.
Leon pulls up on Big Dion to explain that the lights should be replaced that he shot out. Big Dion declines, and then shots ring out. That's when Einstein gives Leon a look like, nah, I need to get the fuck out of here. This shit is trash.
Yeah.
The little nigga from the cookhouse pulled up on Kane, and Kane is not hearing none of the shit he's talking about. Kane calls Frank a hoe, but the hoe makes money. And since Kane likes money, he's keeping him around. Which, I don't think that's how this works, but we'll go along with it.
That's how he sees it. He sees it as, that Franklin is useful, which is if you go make money like that, it's an advantageous way of thinking about stuff.
Sure.
I can war with this man, potentially lose my life or the lives of people who protect me, or we can find a way to make some money together and we can both stay alive. Seems like a no-brainer to me. So he like, yeah, man, let the hoe work the stroll. And you just sit there and collect the money at the end. You don't need to talk. You out of line.
Way out of
You
line.
got your feelings hurt.
And your cheek.
I even sent Rick with the man to verify that it was coming out of my mouth. Yep. But again, you big and bad today for some reason. Somebody put the battery in your back and you on go.
Yeah.
You on go. So you went right where you was headed.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of which, the little nigga comes to Louie and Jerome with information on where Kane is.
Pussy. Oh my God.
So pussy. He also says the magic words of fuck Kane and fuck your nephew too.
And fuck your nephew too while we at it. Here go Louie.
And Jerome's face. That shit pissed me off. I'm like, bro, that's your fucking nephew.
Yeah, Unc might be a goner, man. Unc might just be a goner. I feel like he can redeem himself if he goes Scully. If you just go Scully, man, cut that Jada out your life, fam.
That Jada, damn, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
man. Hey, look, go full Scully. Hey, look, Franklin, I don't want to do this no more. You are my blood. This is somebody's crazy ambition, and it doesn't even make sense to me anymore. Louis is going to be at the club between this hour and this hour. If it ain't done tonight, then I'll see you when I see you. But
there's a good chance of that happening because when she first started to get too ambitious, Jerome was like, "The fuck are you on?"
This goes back all the way back to when they tried to push into Little Rock.
Yeah,
they was going into Little Rock. He like, man, why are we doing this? We're just about to bring them all the bullshit that we had back out in LA out here to Arkansas. Why are we doing this?
Yep.
Like, you said you wanted to be alone. You wanted to be your own boss. Not that you wanted to be bigger than Franklin.
Yeah.
Not that you was trying to compete
Not you
and
want
become
to
a
be
kingpin.
Franklin.
Yeah, like, I thought him being so big and him being so ambitious is what put your life in jeopardy in the first place. So you're going to try to be a female version of Franklin.
Yeah, basically.
As long as people are trying to kill you based off of your decisions, you're fine with it. But if it's off of your boss's decisions, then that's a problem.
Yeah. Big Dion talks shit about Leon and Wanda while they're in the projects. As Wanda explains her day and what she had going on, Leon's focus is clearly on them. He then explains that he maybe made a mistake bringing them back to LA, you think? Fam, the shit that Big Dion was saying about Wanda was absolutely wild.
Dog. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. See, that's what y'all wanted. That's what y'all want me to do. Y'all want me to sit there like Leon did and just get a kiss. As he's talking about how many times he had sex with my wife.
He said, and I quote, "Man, I done hit that shit so many times." Oh, facts.
Whoever wrote this shit was on Chris Rock's side for sure.
He said, "Man, I done hit that shit so many times. That shit probably dry as hell." Called her community pussy.
Oh, get the burner! Get here!
Oh,
airing you out? What? In public, in front of...
That shit was wild.
Nope. I'm pulling out the big guns. I'm pulling them out.
Facts.
I'm about to light you up. I'm about to light you up. There's no way. There's no way. Oh, that's your wife now? Yeah. Like the embarrassing look away, like we just gonna pretend I didn't just hear that.
He is yelling it. He is yelling it across the street.
Stand up. Stand up. Stop letting me go get that nigga. Go get him.
Facts.
I'm like, ain't no way. You know how many times I done hit y'all. Come here. Come tell me. What's wrong with you, Lee?
Whew.
Never. Not my wife. I don't care what the hell it is you think about civility or fighting in front of white people or what the hell ever, never in my life would I ever let an individual speak that way, no matter what y'all did. I don't give a damn. I don't care if I went and got her off the stroll last night. Ain't no way you about to say that in front of me.
Big facts. Big facts. Teddy is making sure that Oso keeps their spot secure. As Oso leaves, Teddy looks a little suspicious. That's when Oso gets to the crib and his wife asks about where he was. They speak Spanish, so I don't know what the fuck they said, and then Oso leaves.
But you could probably tell what the hell happened.
For sure.
I don't think you needed to speak Spanish to know what the hell happened.
I don't know what they said. I don't know what the fuck they said.
Cabrón. You gotta get out. I don't want you here no more.
Nah, I have no idea what she said, bro. I don't speak Spanish.
That was pretty much it.
I know.
This is too much, Gustavo. No, it's not okay. You need to get out.
He then heads to the bar and has his eye on the bartender. Yeah, if you're looking for me, I'm at the... No? All right. KGB man.
The way he was talking to him, go ahead.
No. KGB man is pounding down shots with the boy. And then my boy mentions Oso's problem with the CIA and the DEA. Oso now realizes who the fuck is sitting next to him. And Franklin's deal with Oso might be up because, I mean, obviously he's got KGB man right in his pocket. He can't give Franklin any other information than that. Or Franklin can't give him any other information than what KGB man has. So that deal between Franklin and Oso might be done.
But I don't think Franklin actually wanted to tell him who the hell that man was. I don't think he wanted to get Oso involved.
He just wanted Teddy, and I don't think he's going to get that through Oso now.
Well, because he's trying to get him arrested. He's trying to get Teddy arrested. So he really been playing everybody this whole time because he's been pitching the idea that he was going to kill Teddy to Cece and to Franklin. And so he had no intention. He just wanted to get him caught up. I think there's a way for everybody to get what they want. Like, dead CIA agent found in warehouse with illicit drugs and money.
And the CIA doesn't have to fund this shit anymore because there is no... Yeah.
So I think there's a way for everybody to get what they want. Franklin can get his piece. Oso can get away. The DEA can get the CIA, or at least the association of Reed with the CIA in this operation. And then the KGB gets the opposite side of their war dismantled. As long as Reed goes down and he's found in that warehouse, I think everybody is good.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, literally, there should be a coalition between the DEA, Oso, and Franklin right now to make this shit happen. And the KGB.
Yeah.
Everybody wants Reed.
Yeah.
They should all just team the fuck up and make this shit happen.
Facts. Make it happen now. But
everybody gains from him going down.
But because of his suspicion, it turns out Teddy is outside taking photos now of KGB man.
I'm so tired of that. So, like, he's like Superman or something. He always finds a way to get out of his shit. So you see how they will give Reed that
Spidey sense?
Luckier than ever. Yeah, but then we talking about Poindexter, who's extraordinarily intelligent, but doesn't have the wherewithal to say, nah, I should probably apply to college. You know what I'm saying? Reed can find any coming threat, no matter how far, how advanced. But homeboy doesn't know how to write why he wants to go to school.
Yep, because dumb black's gonna dumb black.
You feel me?
Apparently.
Like, what are we doing? What is happening here?
Alright. Leon makes sure that the lights are fixed in the projects. Veronique and her mama is on the way towards the next steps of the plan. And the DEA is raiding the warehouse tomorrow. As Kane and Franklin are arguing... Oh, go ahead. Sorry. I was going to move on to... I was going to say, as Kane and Franklin are arguing, shots ring off in the house. Turns out it is homeboy with the burnt-ass cheek. So...
They so grimy. They was like, oh, you know where he at? Well, then go get him.
Yeah. Yep. And that shit fails.
Hey, it's a crash dummy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
If all I gotta do is put a gun in your hand, you're a crash dummy. And that's exactly what Homeboy was. He wasn't long for this world.
Oh,
He
for
was street
sure.
food.
For
He was
sure.
street food.
He is also a person who was too ambitious beyond their means and
Yeah.
beyond their
Oh,
skills and abilities.
damn, are you asking for a promotion? Or what are you doing right now with your chest out like you not a peon? It was just the weirdest thing.
Oh, he's just a hating ass nigga. That's really all it
Then
was.
the nigga that you tried to set up shot you in your cranium and spit on you on his way out the
Yep.
back door.
Yep. And he can barely walk. Terrible.
That's embarrassing.
Very.
You was worried about your cheek. You better be worried about your mama seeing your dome at your funeral.
Facts. Nathan Moore says the director of this episode was watching John Wick. Yeah, that scene was was kind of crazy. They also must have been watching Friday because of this next scene. As Leon and Wanda help Einstein, shots rang off and it's Big Dion shooting the lights back out. Leon goes to fight
Ignorant
Big Dion, and this is basically Debo versus Craig, but shot better. That's all it was. That's how I saw it.
Kinda, yeah. I would say that. It was basically the Craig and Debo fight.
Wanda in the background screaming, Craig, get up! I mean, Leon, get up!
Get up, baby! Oh, get up! I was like, hey, Wanda, first of all, if you gonna cheer, don't start fucking crying when I'm losing, okay? You better get me hyped and cheer for me.
Fact.
She was like, go, Leon, get him. And then when Leon got on the ground, he got out, she was like, Leon. I was like, hey, yo, don't tell me that I'm losing that bad while I'm on the bottom. You need to cheer like we at the Coliseum. Like I'm a gladiator.
Yo, like I'm Adonis Creed right now.
Back to your feet. Like, she got so sympathetic. I was like, hey, yo, he probably think he losing bad. He was just rolling around on the ground for a large part of it. Like,
yeah. And it's not like Leon didn't get any licks off. Like, he got a lot. Well, obviously he won the fight later on, but still, like,
he went over dude's head with a bottle. It was very Craig-esque.
Very Craig-esque. So yeah, that was the episode. Any thoughts?
So that makes him now the new leader of the projects. He beat a nigga. He did challenge day out in the playground.
Yo, so challenge day in the projects.
4-year falls in the playground.
If there's challenge day in the projects, then Killmonger has no reason to go to Wakanda.
Hey yo, we should do that as a way of diffusing our conflicts. We have challenge day.
They don't already do that? Don't they have like where you can square away your fades with in the boxing ring or some shit in the hood? No, I feel like they do that already.
I was thinking more like some actual Wakanda shit. Like we just put the guns down, and then instead of doing that, you sign your name up for a challenge day.
They do that. They do that, but it's boxing gloves. Like they throw in a boxing glove.
Real?
Yeah, settle fades. In some places, and I don't know how often it happens, but that's the thing.
Like in an official capacity?
It's not like the city sponsors it, but somebody sponsors it. It's an event.
We should sponsor it.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll talk about it later.
Polo Boy says Big D is going to try to get it back in blood. Yeah. Yep.
It doesn't bother me because he's stupid. So anything that he tries to do, Leon should see coming from a mile away. He's not very smart. He got handed the position that he was ruling over, and we obviously know who was keeping the operation going truly, and it wasn't him.
The entire operation.
I'm not very worried about the shot he's going to take because it's going to be a very obvious one. If a nigga can run at you with his hand cocked back like this and still hit you, Lee, you deserve to go. You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure.